What is going on, fam? Mr. Banks coming back live with another trade recap. Still trying to figure out another name for this series, but as promised, episode 2 of Forever, because I'm never going to stop educating each and every one of you. So today, we're going to go over our tippy top puts that we call at the top, 399 puts called at the 400 reject. Shout out to the group. Absolutely ate on this today. As you guys can see, bunch of big wins. So shout out. But you guys came here for education. So let's get right into that. And why did we take this trade, right? Why did I take this trade? Why did the team take this trade? Well, it was pretty simple, guys. Pretty simple. We go out, we zoom out, right? We zoom out, right? Talk about it a lot. Always zoom out, look at the bigger picture, look at what's going on. The daily 4 hour, even the weekly, not really the monthly, but even the weekly sometimes will show you that bigger picture, right? It'll show you what's really going on. So we're at the daily here. Master of all trend lines started on this bear trend down, right? And look what happened. We drew this trend line, right? We're right back here, touching it again, looking for another retest and fail. So as you guys know, we're in a bear market. When we're coming back up to these trend lines, right, you have to assume that we are going to keep failing until it doesn't fail, right? You're going to assume that you're going to keep failing until it doesn't fail. That's going to be our risk to reward, right? That's going to be the risk that we take because it is proven to us that we always fail on this trend line. So we have this trend line here. That's one thing, right? So that's one thing adding to the list. As you guys know, I try to break things down and find the confluence, right? Find the things that add up. How many things are adding up for us to make a trade? I think that's really important. It's something people don't talk about enough is how many things are adding up to make the trade, right? If we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things that are all adding up for something to go a certain way or a trade to go a certain way, it's probably going to go that way, right? So, if it quacks, it's a duck, right, guys? So on this daily, we have this master trend line. We came back up, we're retesting it, didn't get above, and now we're retesting it again today. So with the failed attempts, bearish trend, we'll have to assume one, that we're probably going to reject this, right? That's going to be the risk reward. Now let's go down to a smaller time frame real quick. So here's the hour. So how's that trend line in? I mean, guys, take a look at this. Double top. I mean, guys, this is literally textbook. People talk about double tops. Double tops happen a lot, but this right here is absolutely textbook. Like you could put this picture in a textbook about stock trading and it would fit, right? Any kind of stock website, any famous stock website that you could think of, famous stock book, any kind of technical analysis book could literally take this picture and you could put it in there because this is the textbook version of a double top. So let's just look it up real quick and show you guys. I mean, guys, look, boom, boom, boom. I know there's one on here real quick. I'll show you guys that I found that I really like. I mean, this one is good. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to hurry up real quick. Let's put stocks. So I found one earlier that I really liked. I mean, guys, right here. Perfect, right? Top, consolidation, top, go down, right? Go down. Let's take a look at that. Top, consolidation, double top, come down. Guys, literally textbook double top. So we were looking for another reject. So we were essentially looking for a double top, right? So we came up yesterday, rejected. Now if we come back up today, what is that? It's going to be a double top. So guys, you need to understand and know these major reversal patterns, right? So double top is one of them. And we got it today. Among being a double top, what else do we have? 400 is a big psych level. I think I talked about this yesterday, how much importance it is on psych levels. 400 is a major psych level. So we have the major trend line. We have the major psych level. And what else do we have? Well, we have another double top. So that's three things right there that you guys could have saw to now take that risk to reward once we got to that 400 level to take those puts, right? To take those puts. And now when we go back down to the 5 minute, let's take a look here. What else do we have? What else do we have? We have a gap. What do you know? Now, usually if something gaps up, that is actually bullish. It's showing that there's momentum to the upside, right? There's momentum to the upside. But guys, take a look right here. We have this major gap right here. So, I mean, as you guys could see in the group, I even pointed it out as something when we took the puts, what I was looking at, major gap, right? Looking to fill this gap. Now we got even past that gap, but this is something that you could have done, right? You could have taken the puts, right? If you didn't take at the tippy top, you could have taken it right here, right? Making it lower high. And then we could have waited for that gap fill, right? That's something that you could have taken, right? Risk to reward, lower high, gap fill. Or we could have taken the break of this into the gap as well, right? So super simple today. Absolutely banked on these puts. A couple of things. I'll just revisit that really, really quick. Daily. Major trend line. Major fucking trend line. We're there. We've always rejected it. So you have to assume that we're probably going to reject again. There also was a lot of stocks that were actually overbought, right? Hot RSIs, high RSIs. So you know that there's going to be a lot of stocks coming down. That's exactly what happened. We had this major run up. We're going to need a pullback, right? Things are hot. We're going to need some sort of pullback. And what better timing of a pullback is when we hit a major trend line and have these other confluences in with it, right, guys? So major trend line, we're super overextended. We've always rejected this area. 400 major psych level, that's number 2. We're gearing up for a double top, right? For a double top right here. That was also something that you could have been looking for, as well as once we started filling is this gap. So there was about 4 different things that you could have used to take this trade today, right? 4 different things you could have used to take this trade today. And bonus, here's something that I want to show you guys about trend days. Let me find it real quick. Now, a lot of people like to use the 9. If you watch my videos, I like to use the 8. It's pretty much the same line. Nothing really too much different. I just like the 8 a lot better. Now, when we have a trend day, we know that the 8 or the 9 EMA acts as a trend line, right? So if we break below it, we can take puts and keep on those puts until we break above that 8 or 9 EMA again. And if we're above it, right, we could take calls and hold them until it breaks back down below the 8 or 9 EMA. So once we broke down, we came back up and we retested it. And you could have taken puts at this level. And look, you could have literally held puts all the way to the bottom today, right? We never fully broke above the 8 EMA until literally right here. So guys, on trend days, trend is your friend. Do not try to fight the trend. So when we're in puts, for example, today, you could have held these puts literally all day, throw on the 8 or 9 EMA, and you could have literally held runners all day or your position all day until we broke back above the 8 or 9 EMA, right? Once we did right here, that's when you could have sold out of your position. So on trend days, make note, 8 or 9 EMA is your friend. Always throw that up. So if we're trending down or trending up, make sure you're there. And if you're in a position like today on the puts, you can stay in your position until we break back above that trend line of the 8, 9 EMA. And likewise, on the flip side, if you're in calls, if we're trending up for the day, you can stay in calls until we break down below that 8/9 EMA. So I want everybody, if you followed me this far in the video, comment trend day 8/9 EMA. I'm going to use it, right? So comment trend day 8/9 EMA, use that. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope this was another educational video for you guys. Absolutely killed it today. I hope you guys killed it today. And I look forward to making more educational content for you guys to make you a better trader. All right. Hope you guys enjoy this. Have a good evening. I will see you guys tomorrow.